So they will discuss subject-verb agreement. That is one of the topic along with the grammar tenses we are doing. First of all, tell me my voice is audible to you. Is that okay? I am audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please write it. I think I have got a problem in listening to you because your voice is not audible to me. So just I'm asking that from my side, is it okay? Write down in chat box. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Shall thank you. Let's start a topic that is subject verb agreement. Whatever the subject is, we have to see that the verb we are applying it should match with it. So they're saying there's a basic rule: a singular subject takes a singular verb. For example, if it is written like she, Bill, car, these are the singular subjects, and verb will be like is, goes, shines, these kind of. This is somehow the present they are giving the example. Whereas a plural subject takes a plural verb. For example, the list of items is on the desk, are on the desk, right? So if you know that list is the subject, then you will choose is for the verb. So because here it is not, of course, list we know that it will have more number of things, but simply here we take it as a singular, so we'll apply is with it. Like the list of items is on the desk. Will not say list of items are on the desk. Okay. Then there is a rule number one. They are saying a subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. This is key rule for understanding the subjects. The word of is the culprit in many, perhaps most subject verb mistakes. They are saying like of is somehow a sign that you can understand, like it will come before the phrase. But they are saying like some at some time it makes confusion as well as. So let's first of all see and understand what it has. Then we see that how can we apply. There is incorrect example first of all. That is a bouquet of yellow roses lend color and fragrance to the room. Okay, the bouquet of yellow roses lend color and fragrance to the room. And there's a correct one. The bouquet of yellow roses lends. So it seems like roses and lends. It does not. It should not come together. But you try to see lends is not for roses. Lends is basically for the bouquet. So bouquet is a singular. So that is why we use here what lens means. We have applied s with it. In present indefinite, we all know this thing. For the plurals, we apply s with it. So sorry, for the singular we apply s with it. For example, he, she, it, and name we apply s. So that is how for the bouquet we have applied lends, not lend. Let's discuss rule number two. They're saying the two singular subjects connected by or either, neither, nor kind of things requires a singular verb. For example, my aunt or my uncle are arriving my train is wrong, because we would think of that aunt and uncle both are over here, so we should apply are over here. But they are saying no, you're supposed to supply is over here, because rule आपको बता रहा है, rule is saying that it should be either or neither nor. If we have taken the help of these things, तब हमारा जो sentence है that will be completed by taking the subject as singular. So my aunt or uncle is arriving by train today. Neither John nor Carmen is available. So these are some of the examples they have quoted over here for the either or neither. Now rule number three. The verb in an or either or neither nor sentences agrees with the noun or pronoun closest to it. So that's another situation they're trying to tell. Examples are there. Neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. So neither the serving bowl nor the plates go on that shelf. So you try to see that whatever it is the closest to it, they're saying it. So this is what it has been picked. Neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. So here what they have taken, have taken the nearby, the one. So that is why they have used bowl plus goes and plates plus go. So they do not apply bowls goes, sorry, bowls goes and plates goes. We can say this thing. Means they have not used twice. Like in uppercase, we have seen that like the rose is lends. So here in that case, they are saying which is the near one to it. So we just try to follow that one. So that is how it goes. So basically, अगर इसके पास वाला plural है, तो it will go as per a plural. It is a singular. It will go as per a singular. Rule number four. There are some of the awkward as well, but I'm not discussing these ones because we just have to, go from the journal point of view. Because as I've told you that being the engineering students, you should have a good command of English on your, written notes. But I'm not just trying to make you confused that you would go more deeper into it. Just try to see that whatever it has been written, it should have a clear sense of meaning for the recipient, the person who is receiving your message. So rule number 4. As a general rule, use a plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected by and. तो rule में क्या बता रहे हैं? What they are saying, use a plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected by and, a and the and. Example is, a car and a bike are my means of transportation. You see, in upper cases, we have discussed like my aunt or my uncle is coming. So here we have not applied are. So that is another rule. They are saying if there is a connection of two things by and, then we need to apply plural with it. Like a car and a bike are my means of transportation. So we cannot apply is over here. So that is clear with this example. Exceptions are also giving like breaking, and when it is gerunds like breaking and entering is against the law. The bread and breakfast was charming. So you need to see from the sense point of view as well. In every lecture I tell you this thing. Once you follow the rule, you have to see the sense of its as well. Because if the sense does not come in a right away, the communication, it should be done in a way. So you should try to change it. In that case, we can see over here, it is written breaking and entering is against the law. So with the gerunds, we cannot apply breaking and entering are against the law. The bread and breakfast was charming. So breakfast we take as a singular. Let's compound nouns. So this is what they have given example. Let's discuss the 5th rule. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by such words as along with, as well as, besides, not, etc. These words and phrases are not part of the These words or phrases are not part of the subject. Ignore them and use a singular verb when the subject is singular. Example, the politician along with the newsman is expected shortly. The excitement as well as nervousness is the cause of her shaking. So words like along with, as well as, they are trying to give example over here. These are somehow the separating the subjects from the verb. These are not part of the subject or the phrase they are saying it. So ignore them and use a singular verb when the subject is singular. So this is just to what they're trying to tell, that ignore them, like forget that there is the implication of these things over here. Just try to look for the correct subject of yours. When you will find out the correct subject, then it will be easy for you to look for that what verb I should use over here. So in that case, they are trying whether it is applied over here along with, as well as, forget it. Just try to see which is your true subject and follow the rule. लेकिन ये सारे rules आपको बता रहे हैं, need to see this thing. There are different kinds of rules. So in that case, what they're trying, if there is a application of as well as, or along with, these kind of, they have given over there, besides, etc. Rule number 5th, there is another part they have divided in B. They're saying it rule number 5B. Parentheses are not part of the subject. For example, Joe was always welcome and his trusty not. If this seems awkward, try rewriting the sentence. Parentheses are not part of the subject. So whatever parentheses we have, discussed that in our chapter when parentheses mean brackets. So we discussed number of brackets. It has got, square brackets. It has got, angle brackets. So this is one of it. They are trying to say like Joe was always welcome. When something is written in between of those brackets, we should avoid that. You just have to follow whatever the true subject is. Rule number 6. In sentence beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. There are 4 hurdles to jump. There is a high hurdle to jump. You see, there are 4 hurdles. So somehow The subject, it comes later, we can see that. So true subject follows the verb. They're saying is there are 4 hurdles to jump. So is, are, these comes first. This is how we apply. We cannot say like, there is a high hurdle if it's a single, we'll apply is. There's a high hurdle. If there are more, we apply there are 4 hurdles to jump. So here are the keys. So you know that when it has got a plural of it, so we need to just apply are, or plural subject over there. But wherever you feel that it has got a singular, so you can just apply a singular over there. Okay, so these are the rules going on of subject verb agreement. Let's go for the rule number 7. Use a singular verb with distances, periods of time, sums of money, etc. when considered as a unit. 3 miles is too far to walk. 3 miles की हम बात करते हैं, लेकिन इसके साथ we cannot apply are because they are saying it like with distances, periods of time, sums of money, we take it as singular. We do not count it as plural. So that is how we use it. So 3 miles is too far to walk. Then 5 years is the maximum sentence for that offense. So 5 years, years plural, but we are applying is with it. So it is what period of a time. $10 is a high price. $10, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 is plural, but they are taking it as because it's a sum of money. $10 is a high price to pay. But they have given one more example. If it is written like that, $10 were scattered on a floor. So if they are trying to tell you dollars as individuals, like there are number of it. So then you're supposed to apply the plural with it, because if there is 1, 2, 3, 4, it is scattered. So scattered cannot be one. Scattered means there will be multiple things, then only it can be scattered. So that is why they have said that in that case we're supposed to apply were over here. Okay, rule number 8. With words that indicates portion, example, a lot, a majority, some, all. So they are saying a rule number given earlier in this section is reversed, and we are guided by the noun after off. If the noun after off is singular, use a singular verb. If it is a plural, use a plural verb. A lot of the pie has disappeared. A lot of the pies have disappeared. So it's in front of you. They are saying अगर पाई है तो हमने has लगाया, which is for singular. अगर ज़्यादा है pies है तो we have applied have, which is for the plural. Similarly, in the third sentence, they have said that city is unemployed, people are unemployed. So you got to see that if it is singular or a plural, as per that we supposed to apply. So in सब चीजों में they are trying to tell you that how we can judge our the true subject. Rule number 9. With collective nouns such as groups, jury, family, audience, population, something is into the group. The verb might be singular, plural, depending on the writer's intent. Look, this is very interesting. You must have seen in some of the writings, some people have taken it as plural, some have taken it as singular. So now in that case, they are saying like it depends entirely upon the consent or the wish of the writer. All of my family has arrived or have arrived. So most of the jury is here or are here. A third of the population was opposed or were opposed to bill. So both are okay. They're just trying to tell like if it has got example of a group of something. It could be audience, population, family, whatever. So they're trying to tell that in that case it entirely depends upon the consent of the writer. But there is a very important thing. You cannot just say that. For example, if you're writing an essay, you're writing an essay, and in that essay, you cannot write like in the first paragraph you took it the rule as singular, and in the second paragraph you took it the rule as a plural. From the starting, if you took the group as a singular, so in the entire following content, you're supposed to take it as a singular. You cannot make it plural. So that's very important. You have to follow. I mean to say like you cannot do it like interchangeably when you feel like, because they have written here it depends upon the intent of the writer. So you feel like right now I'm feeling I should apply singular, you apply singular. When you feel like plural, you apply plural. No, you got to follow the rule in a what do you call in a regular way. Once you take it as singular, you're supposed to follow in the whole context. Rule number 10. The word were replaces was in sentences that express a wish or are contrary to fact. So rule है, कोई wish हम कर रहे हैं या कोई fact के contrary बात हो रही है. If Joe were here, you would be sorry. So somebody is expecting that अगर वो यहाँ पर होता तो तुम्हें अपनी गलती के लिए sorry कहना होता. So if Joe were here, so it's a wish. It's just a singular. So we are not applying if Joe was here. We are saying if Joe were here. So when you wish something, they are saying it. We're supposed to apply were here. That's very, you can say that a very normal rule. I would say that because you must have written down essays in your schools. For example, I wish if I were the Prime Minister of India, right? So in that kind of a cases, you were imagining, you were wishing something. So when you imagine something, when you wish something, so we supposed to apply plural over here rather than we apply we call singular, and especially were. I would say that it's not like plural means you cannot take the plural of any of the tense. It's more of were over here. I wish, or if I were the president of USA, if I were the, owner of this, something like that. When you're wishing something, I wish it were Friday. Look, as another example, you're wishing that I wish it were a Friday because Saturdays and Sundays are taken as the what do you call weekends. So this can also be wished. So something like that. They are saying that we're supposed to apply were in that cases. Okay, so that's the end of all those 10 rules basically we use for subject and verb agreement. Now I'm going to ask you a few of the questions on that, so let's see how we do it. Okay. So I posted one of the question over here regarding subject verb agreement. Just try to give the answer. What do you think that what would be appropriate according to you? Yes, please write down the answers in chat box. Okay. Good. The right answer are good. Very good. Yes, there's another one. Good. That's right answer. Very good. R is right answer. R is the right answer here. The dog or cats are outside. The dog or the cats are outside because whichever is closer, we're supposed to take that in that case. Another one. One of my sister is going to check out going R is R. It's is the right answer. One of my sister is going to trip. Okay. So that was somehow that's right. That was the minor practice for the subject one verb agreement. So we were supposed to see this thing. Rules मैंने आपको भी बता दिए हैं. You must have seen those rules. तो इन सब चीज़ों के आपका बॉडी लेक्चर भी आ जाएगा तो आप इसको प्रैक्टिस करने की कोशिश ज़रूर किया करो. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें हैं. अगर हम कोई चीज़ लिख रहे हैं ऐसी लाइन या हमारे सामने आ रही है तो वी सपोज टू सी दैट मेरे को यहाँ इज लगाना है आर लगाना है वी गॉट टू सी बिकॉज देयर आर सर्टेन कंडीशंस जिनको हम फॉलो कर रहे हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट वी आर अप्लाइंग. ओके इन बिटवीन ऑफ इट लेट मी टेक फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल योर अटेंडेंस. उसके बाद फिर मैं आपको टेंस की तरफ लेके चलता हूँ. Is present. And Harpreet Manishan Sujay. Present. Sujay. Manishan. Ariman is present. Please write in the chat box. Ariman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Sohail is present. Sohail is present. Sohail. Sohail. Yes, Araman is present. Sohail is absent. Sukhveer. Sukhveer and Abdullah Naman. Sukhveer is present. Sukhveer. Sukhveer is present. Okay. And Abdullah Al Naman.
Present, sir.
ECD. Hamid. Amit is present. Amit. And what about Bhupinder and Bhupinder? Bhupinder Gurpreet तो नहीं आए हुए. Anybody from Bhupinder or Gurpreet? Amit present. Bhupinder. SM Saqib and Avinash Thakur.
Present, sir.
SM Saqib and Avinash Thakur. Avinash Thakur is there. SM Saqib, are you there? SM Saqib. SM Saqib, no. Okay, Avinash is present. Let's go to mechanical. Ansil Nazir and Roshan Kumar Thakur. Ansil, Roshan and Rakib ul Islam. Right. Ansil Nazir. Ansil, Roshan, Rakib. Ansil, Roshan and Rakib. Ansil.
Present, sir.
Roshan is present. Rakib आया. Rakib.
Present, sir.
Rakib, okay. ठीक. There is a name called Panashi Joy Chimheni. Is it present? Is he present? Chimheni. Noor, Kuwait, Vipin, Avinash, Sharma. No? Okay. And Cyril, Akash, Leshram, Siram, and Vishal. Akash, Leshram, Siram, and Vishal. All are present? Laishram present, Siram present, Akash present. Okay. Vishal Thakur is present. Vishal, okay. Fine. Lavraj Shahi and Mohammad Salman Qazi. Lavraj Shahi and Salman Qazi. Mohammad Salman Qazi
Yes,
is
sir,
present.
present.
Lavraj Shahi is there. Lavraj Shahi is absent today. Okay. Salman Qazi is present. Now tell me anyone else जिसकी attendance ना लगी हो.
हाँ सर जी विपिन कुमार यादव सिविल
विपिन कुमार यादव. ओके. विपिन आपकी क्लास कौन सी है?
सिविल सर
विवेक शाह भी आया. विवेक शाह. विपिन आपकी क्लास कौन सी है? अनूर हो गई है, काजल हो गई है. एक बार लिखो बेटा चैट बॉक्स में लिखो. राइट डाउन इन चैट बॉक्स.
ठीक है सर.
विपिन राइट डाउन इन चैट बॉक्स. Yes, please. Vipin, write down in chat box your branch. Vipin Kumar Yadav, civil. इतने दिन बाद आओगे. सिविल क्लास. विपिन बहुत दिन बाद हो. थर्ड लेक्चर है तुम्हारा आज. बहुत छुट्टियां कर रहे हो.
नहीं सर.
चलिए और कोई एनीवन एल्स जिसकी अटेंडेंस रहती हो? No one? Okay. Let's start with our tenses, the rest of the part. We have done so far present perfect and past perfect. Today we'll do future perfect. So can anyone tell me what are the rules of future perfect? Rules of future perfect. Anybody please write down in the chat box. Sukhveer Singh Tripoli. Okay. लग गई बेटा स्पीड तुम्हारी. अटेंडेंस लगी है. Tell me the rules of future perfect tense. Will, shall plus have plus verb third form. Very good. He will have gone, right? And verbs will have plus verbs third form. That's true, totally fine. Like in present, it was has and have plus third form. In the past, it was had plus third form. Now in the future, it is will have, shall have plus verbs third form. Subject plus will plus have plus power participle. Okay, good. Abdullah Al-Naman, that's fine. as not also, or preceding not also. Okay, yes, in the negatives it will be not, and which I have plus verb start from will be Bipin. Shall be will be verb third form now. That's not a rule. Will be it's for continuous. It shall have plus verb third form. He will have gone, something like that. Be is not applied in perfects. Be is basically for the continuous in future. In the, for example, if you try to translate it, it will be like वो चला गया होगा, उसने अपना काम कर लिया होगा. He will have completed his work. He will have gone. Something like that. When you have assumption in your mind, the work is done, then you use the future perfect tense. He will have gone. He will have done. Uh, you know, something like that. Okay. Okay, interrogatives, it will be will share plus subject plus where plus third form. Very right. That's true, Kajal. Not be sure. It's 100%. Okay, we do not apply be with the perfects. Just will have plus verbs third form. Will shall plus not plus have plus third form of verb. Good, Vishal. That's right answer. Uh, we apply these helping verbs. Will not he will have he not. No. There is problem in Vishal. In interrogative next to live, it will be like will not he have no will have he not will have he not. So not will come after subject. Will have he not will have not have he gone to. Let's make one of the sentence like he will have gone market. That's one thing. Then that will be he will not have gone to market. He will not have gone to market. In interrogative, it will be uh, will not have will he not have gone to market. Okay. Negative is there. We will not have gone to market. I just written down here. We will not have gone to market. Okay. So it's basically when as I've told you that when you have assumption of something completed. Okay, so that is how we apply future perfect. उन्होंने खाना खा लिया होगा. He will have eaten his food. उसने अपना खाना खा लिया होगा. He will have eaten his food. वो नहा लिया होगा. He will have taken bath. Something like that. उसने अपना काम कर लिया होगा. Homework. He will have completed his homework. So you assume this thing, work is finished. So that is how you use future perfect tense. Interrogative sentences also have two types. One is when question is asked in beginning, two when question is asked in middle. Like, please give example. Vishal, please write down example. You might be, I think, taking like when we have applied, something like that. When will he have gone? Something like that. Please give one example of middle one. Write down one example of middle, Vishal. Vishal, are you writing? Okay. Write, please.
So your voice is not audible.
Sir, voice is not audible, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yes, what I was saying, like by the rule, it is fine. But what I'm seeing over here, the basically the difference is in most cases we use the regular question asking words such as yes. This is what I'm saying. This is what I said. Like what, when, where, why, these kind of things. When you have a question in your mind, when you ask questions, so you apply will or shall after that. So otherwise, basically, it is at the beginning of sentence. But yes, when there is a usage of, I told in the lecture that if there will be application of when, where, so then you can apply will after that. That's fine. But एक चीज और है, we supposed to see the meaning of it. Like for example, sentences over here. What will have you done before I come? So it's like what will have you done here before I come? तुमने क्या किया होगा what will have you done, तुमने क्या किया होगा यहाँ पर before I come. Come is first form again. It's came better. मेरे आने से पहले मैं आया. If I came से तुमने क्या किया होगा. So some kind of a some kind of a problem is there. Like sentences, totally it's not like totally right. From a sense point of view, I would say that sometimes it happens like when you're supposed to see that we are applying the rule, but sometimes sense it does not come out. We have to see that as well. कि sense जो है वो proper तरीके से इसमें see. But आप जो बताना चाहते हो बिल्कुल ठीक है. Yes, ये सब चीजें will shall के पहले ही apply होती हैं. What, when, how, why, these kind of things. Okay, totally fine. Alright guys, इन सब चीज़ों को please practice कीजिए. That is very important for you because until unless you will not do practice on it, will not be easy for you to do it. अब हम second phase की तरफ जाने वाले हैं. Almost like grammar of thing is done. Will now come up with the, as I've told you that more of the practical part जहाँ पर कुछ writing spoken जो skills हैं वो हमारी start होने वाली हैं. So we have completed our future perfect tense. So it is indefinite, continuous, and perfect. We have completed. Now only the perfect continuous is left. After that, we'll do side by side our models, auxiliaries, but we'll start doing our writing part as well, which is actually important for paper as well as for the practical. Okay. So far that was good. Nice meeting you guys today. And I hope you have enjoyed the Dishara yesterday. Okay, but be safe, be alert. At this time, we all know this thing. So make sure safety is more important. Okay, guys. Okay, then thank you so much. Let me first stop
Thank you, sir.
recording.